Teddies, it's your island doll Winnie, and I am back with another video. Now, by the title of the video, you already know what this is about. I'm going to be talking about what nobody really tells you about pregnancy. And this is just basically things I wish I knew before I became pregnant. Now, before I even get into this, let me just say pregnancy is a blessing. Like, it is just amazing to even be carrying a life. As most of you may know that follow me, I have PCOS. I've talked about my journey on trying to conceive. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that. And so, I'm happily carrying my first child. As most of you know, yeah. If you can't see, like, you see it. But yes, so it is Easter Monday, but by the time you see this video, it's probably gonna be about Thursday or so like that. And so tomorrow, which would be Tuesday, would make me 29 weeks. And so I'm nearing the end of this journey, and I can't wait to see my bundle of joy. Me and my husband are so excited. But yes, into this list. This is in no particular order, Like I say, pregnancy is a journey. It's just some things catch you off guard. And some of these things on the list I was aware of, but just did not know the extent of it. You never really fully grasp something until you're in it. Oh yeah. Yeah. And so if you're an expecting mom, you can comment down below if you can relate to some of these items on the list. Or if I missed something, because pregnancy for everybody is different, which I wish some people would understand that is different for everybody. I mean, oh my God. Some moms are so opinionated, like I had no idea. It is different for everyone. So if you don't experience some of these things, don't be alarmed. You're fine. And if you do, like I said, comment down below. I'd love to hear it. But without further ado, let's get into this list. And they are in no particular order. So, okay, guys. So the first thing I want to talk about on this list of what I didn't really expect was, well, let me say it like this. I expected symptoms for pregnancy, of course. I mean, once you decide you want to get pregnant, you start Googling like a mad person. And so I expected symptoms. What I did not expect was how fast the symptoms start. And for me, it was very funny because, like I stated in my trying to conceive video and find out I was pregnant or was not, I didn't find out until like a couple good weeks in. And so when I was having these symptoms, I was like, what the heck is going on? And one of those symptoms that was very annoying for me, it's way better now, little to none, I should say, was how much my sense of smell was heightened. Like, it was astronomical. It was ridiculous. I've heard about persons when they're pregnant, like certain things just trigger their sense of smell, like you can't take it, makes you want to just throw up. But I did not expect it on that level. So that was something that really threw me off. And what was so crazy, the things I would smell, people would be like for instance, my husband would be like, what are you talking about? I don't smell that. And I'm like, yes, I smell it. Like, what is that? Like, I can't take it, and I'd want to throw up. It'd make me nauseous. Your sense of smell is just crazy. And this started happening to me like the first trimester. And piggybacking right off of that, the morning sickness. Oh my goodness. My morning sickness lasted so long, and a lot of persons that I knew that are moms and stuff, they're like, oh, well, I didn't have morning sickness. Maybe it's something you eat. And I'm like, listen, I know what's going on. Okay. So between my sense of smell heightening and the morning sickness, it was like a double whammy. Like, it was just, it was so awful. So I am so glad to be past that morning sickness. It is no joke. Like, comment down below if you experience morning sickness during your pregnancy, but expecting moms, and for moms already, like with your beautiful babies. Like, you can comment down below if that was something you experienced, or even if it was just your sense of smell being heightened. Definitely comment down below. Okay, so another thing I wish I knew before I became pregnant is how painful breast tenderness is. Like, this is no joke. I tried everything. It's not as bad as it was in the beginning. However, like, comment down below if you understand what I'm talking about. Like, it is a pain you cannot describe. I've tried. I started sleeping without even sports bras on. Um, then I started trying to sleep with bras on. Like, it. I don't even know what to tell you to say is that. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. I would absolutely love to hear them, because the boob tenderness is real. It is real. So I really wish I had a heads up on how painful that is. As a matter of fact, and this may sound like a duh moment, I wasn't even expecting that. That was a symptom that caught me off guard. I didn't even know what was happening when I was feeling pain in my boobs. So I actually started Googling right as it was happening. I was like, oh, this is one of the symptoms. Yeah, I am not ashamed to admit that one caught me off guard. I did not expect that at all. So yeah, that is definitely something I wish I knew before I became pregnant, was how painful, like, boob tenderness is, like how painful it is when your breast gets tender. So that is definitely something I wish I knew. Another thing I would have to say, and again, this one is more in the first trimester or so. Well, yeah, first trimester, and that is the implantation bleeding. That was the worst, I want to say almost week and a half or so of my life. Like, that was so painful. And again, I expected that one, but ooh, she wasn't ready at all. Was not ready. So yeah, the implantation bleeding, brace yourself. The cramps I felt like in my nether regions, ooh, it was not fun. But it didn't last too long. It was like an off and on kind of thing for like almost a week or so. But yeah, it that was not a fun time for me. But definitely the implantation bleeding, and like I say, the boob tenderness, I really, really wish I knew before I became pregnant. But yeah. Okay, so before I get into another thing that I wish I knew before I got pregnant, I just want to add a side note when I spoke about the implantation bleeding. Because of my PCOS, like I said, I did not find out I was pregnant until like later on, a couple of weeks good well in. And when I went to my OBGYN and it was confirmed that yes, you are pregnant, I explained to him like what I was going through, and he's like, oh, that's just implantation bleeding. So I was like, okay, I expected that, but because I didn't know and I was experiencing false negative, which I spoke about in my video as well. Again, I will have it in the description below. You can go back and watch that. I was not aware that that's what I was going through. So I just wanted to add that. But that is normally one of the first signs that you are pregnant or so. But yes, so now on to a next thing that I wish I knew before I got pregnant. And this isn't a symptom. This is more of something that's annoying to me. And that is how much your baby bump becomes a magnet. And when I say that, I mean people just want to touch. And it reminds me of when I would wear my hair out in the afro. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, then you know I have a lot of hair out. And once in a while, I'll tease it out and wear it in a fro or so forth. And I would go through this thing where a person's like, oh, you have such beautiful hair. And it's like, what are you doing? You don't just reach out and touch someone's hair. And so I've had similar incidents since I became pregnant, like really started showing. and like really sturdy showing. And thank God for these leggings. Rainbow, by the way, you guys. $8. You're welcome. But yeah, I've had this incident where people are like, oh my gosh, and it's like, no, no. And I it's safe to say I am not one of those expecting moms that's okay with every Joe Blow trying to touch my stomach. No, she's not about that life. I am not cool with it. My aunt was even suggesting getting a t-shirt that says do not touch. And it's so crazy. You would think in a pandemic like this, you wouldn't have to worry about it, like 3 to 6 feet distance type vibe, like I don't know you, don't, why you in my safety zone? But no, you have people that will still try and touch your baby bump. It, like I say, reminds me of when I would wear my hair out and they'd be like, oh, you have beautiful hair. And it's like, thank you, but back up. You ready to just, back up. But yeah, so that is something I wish I knew. Like how much your bump will magnetize people. Another thing, which again isn't really a symptom, I wouldn't call it a symptom. It just, again, something that caught me off guard, is the fatigue. And I have quite a lot of energy, I would say. But once in a while, especially in the beginning, I would just be doing stuff and be like, oh my God, I'm tired, and just out like a light. I couldn't tell you when I fell asleep. Like the naps are real. These are some serious power naps. So prepare yourself. You will be napping like a 2-year-old. Is it 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds? Yeah, like a 2-year-old. Let's say 2-year-old. You will be napping. You will fall asleep and probably not even know when you fall asleep. So that is something to expect, which is nothing crazy, but that is definitely something to expect with that. Okay, so piggybacking off of talking about taking naps, another thing I wish I knew before I became pregnant, and listen to me, this one right here, it's close to home, and that is the sleeping position. And honestly, it's quite aware to me now that there is only one sleeping position that is ideal, and that is on your side. Get you a pregnancy pillow if you can, or if you have a long pillow, you will thank me. If you are expecting mom, comment down below. Like, it's real in these pregnancies, okay? When it comes to sleeping position. And I am someone that sleeps on my stomach. And so when I tell you, and I'm trying not even to joke about this because this is serious. When I tell you I miss sleeping on my stomach, it is real. Oh my God, I miss sleeping on my stomach so much. But I can't even sleep on my back. And I was never someone to sleep on my back because I am busty. Like, I'm a 48 triple D, call it. And so, once you have big boobs, sleep on your back is never really something you do. But I am definitely someone that sleeps on my stomach. But since being pregnant, obviously, that's not a position I can sleep in. So I had to get me a pregnancy pillow, just to position myself good, to try and have some comfort. And the further along you get into it, oh my God. Oh geez, I miss sleeping on my stomach. So that is something I cannot wait to get back to. Let me tell you. Yeah, I can't wait for that. So definitely the sleeping position is something that was like a wake up call for me. I expected it, but I didn't know like how much I would miss sleeping on my stomach. So yeah, if you are someone that sleeps on your stomach like me, or if you're someone that sleeps in a position that is other than your side, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'd love to hear your experience in the comments below. But yeah, so the sleeping positions is definitely something I really wish I knew more about before I got pregnant. Okay, so moving on to another thing I wish I knew before I got pregnant. And this one might be TMI, but here we go. That is the constipation that you are going to experience. Like, I haven't heard of anyone that hasn't experienced this, but yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but yeah. Prunes are your best friend. Prune juice, your best friend. Um, but my aunt actually put me up on game. There's something I didn't even know could help with that, which is orange juice, 100% orange juice. And I was like, stop playing at me. What are you talking about? But she had some MacArthur's, and this is called MacArthur's 100% orange juice. She's like, trust me on this. Drink 2 full cups of this, you're gonna thank me. And yes, she did. And my grandmother actually told me about drinking ginger tea. Now, again, I was like, ginger tea, like, who that gonna help with constipation? What they gonna do? And honestly, the only reason I was like that is because if you have parents from the Caribbean or grandparents from the Caribbean, like my grandmother's from Jamaica, you know, ginger is like the holy grail of herbals for them. Okay, in my grandmother's mind, I kid you not, I feel like ginger could cure anything. Like ginger to bust gas, ginger for headache, ginger. It is no joke, okay? You know, but all jokes aside, yeah, because the gag is it actually worked. Is yeah, it really worked. I made some ginger tea that actually helped me too. So, you know, love you, mama. But yeah, so her remedy actually worked. It was shocking to me too, because I love ginger. So that wasn't difficult for me to do, but I really didn't know that that would help. So you can try prunes, um, orange juice, and then ginger tea. Like get the actual ginger, crush it up and boil it. I realized that works better than getting the ginger in the glass little flask. They sell it in the peppermint too. That works, but not as good as actually getting the ginger, peeling it and crushing it up and boiling it to make your tea, to brew for tea. So you can try that. Again, I know it's TMI, but it's part of life, man. This is what's going on. So yeah, so I really wish I knew about the constipation, but yeah, so those will definitely help you. And if you have any other remedies for that, definitely comment down below. All right, guys, so the last thing I wish I knew before I became pregnant, and this is something that I'm currently dealing with, which is probably why I'm taking so long to record this video. It's probably going to be the reason why it's going to take me a little longer to edit this video, and that is how much you have to pee. Like, you have to pee all the time. And the further along you get in your pregnancy, it gets worse. Like, listen, I don't like using public restrooms, so I don't even go anywhere, especially during this time of the pandemic, if I don't have to. Because I bring my sanitary wipes and everything like that or whatever. But yeah, I want to be close to a bathroom because that's just what my bladder is on right now. I don't even own my bladder. This baby owns my bladder, okay? So definitely expect that. You will be a track star for the bathroom like nobody's business. But yes, so that is definitely one of the major things I wish I knew before I became pregnant. Alright guys, so that brings me to the end of this video of things I wish I knew before I became pregnant. I hope this helped some expecting moms, and I hope this was able to shed some light on some things of what to expect for those that are trying to conceive currently, with or without PCOS. But until next time guys, remember to be you unapologetically, and I will see you in the next video. Remember to comment down below on what videos you'd like for me to make next, if you want more videos like this. And yeah, check out my merch store in the description below as well. See you guys next time.